Hello and welcome to this week's weekly free instant tournament on BBO, where we try to look at the play of the hand. It almost always is the play of the hand rather than defence, because this is a best hand tournament. So we know that none of the other players will have more points than us. So let's move on to board one, and partner has opened with a preemptive 3 hearts, which the robot has dead standard, 7+ hearts, at least the queen in hearts, 5 to 9 high card points. So the preempts, I wouldn't describe them as sound, but they're not like the juniors used to play when I was young. So they normally have a couple of honours in their 7-card suit. And we've got a difficult job here with 19 points opposite. First thing to say is that we need to play this hand in hearts. There's no guarantee of any entry to the north hand other than in hearts. And at the moment, we've got no guarantee that they've got the ace of hearts. So we may not be able to get to the north hand if we play in no trumps, for example. And we could maybe hope to get 6 spades, 2 clubs and a diamond lead round to the king and play in 3 no trumps. But partner has good hearts. Maybe we can make 6 hearts. But we need, the worry is if we play it, when we play in hearts, that the lead will come through the king of diamonds. And we'll lose 2 diamond tricks. But the question is, we could just bid 4 hearts, which may lose 2 diamonds and a heart, but ought to make. But there must be some chances that we can make a slam if partner's got the ace king of hearts. Really needs the ace king queen of hearts, doesn't he? It. So perhaps it's unlikely to be that good, and they shouldn't have an ace outside. So I think they're not going to make it. We're not going to make a slam. So should we just go for 4 hearts and hope they don't lead a diamond, and we can throw diamonds away on the winners from the centre? Although, and then having said we're going to play in hearts, nothing, no trumps, perhaps we should play no trumps. If we're not going for slam, then playing no trumps. I think 4 hearts is the safe. It's the right thing to do here. Give up on a slam, and then we get a diamond lead, but it's the ace. There we are, and we are missing 2 aces, so we couldn't make a slam. We've got 8 hearts between us, including queen jack, so we could have 2 heart losers, but we probably don't. 5 diamonds, well, we may as well win the king. Throw a club away and lead the heart, so we can lead the heart from this hand just in case singleton ace on our left. That would save us having 2 heart losers, but we're going up. Right, we're playing the queen, spade away, ace. Right. Well, if we think about it, we started off with 8 hearts, 7 in the north hand, 1 in this hand. So 8 from 13 is 5. So we should just know if we have 8 trumps, they have 5. We played 2 rounds and they both followed, so 4 have gone. They've only got 1 left, which is the 10. So there's no point in roughing this high because that just makes sure the 10 wins. If we rough low, we might get over roughed by the 10, but then we were always going to lose it. So it doesn't matter with which we rough. We rough with this, right? Okay, that's that. We can draw the last trump. Right, and now we've got all these black suit winners to take care of that, so we can claim. Right, and you'll notice that we would have had no entries to dummy unless the jack of spades was going down singleton. So we got 78% for 4 hearts plus 1, and nobody did better. people in 3-no trumps just made 400. And the slam wasn't on. So no, so lots of preempts today. 4 hearts by East. Normally 8+ heart suit. And we've got 6, 10, 11 points. So the points are reasonably evenly distributed. Even if West and North both have 11 points, that still leaves 7 with the East hand. We've got 7 clubs. We haven't got any aces. We're vulnerable. We certainly shouldn't be bidding here. We've just got to pass. I thought everybody's going to pass. What should we do? Do we lead the Queen of Clubs or do we lead trump? East has got 5 cards outside of hearts. We're told they've got 8 hearts, so they've got 5 other cards in these 3 other suits. May not have any entries to dummy, although we know that the robot's got about 10. West has got about 10 points, as does North. So there is a danger that they can set up spades or diamonds, throw losing clubs away. But I think all in all, we should just lead the heart just to see if we can. The partner's got 3 hearts, and if East is voiding clubs, which is entirely possible, then we're just giving them a discard on the ace of clubs, which they won't be able to get. So I'm just going to throw my, the partner had a winning heart. Leads the 3, which is presumably means it's got the ace. So it's entirely possible that East does not have any clubs. So let's just see if we can. So our partner didn't have the ace of spades. What? And that's what's in the 9. Quite clear what's going on here. What happened with spades? Why was the Queen allowed to win? And then the ace in this hand. Partner must have the ace of diamonds. Oh, let's play the King of Diamonds. As expected, it gets rough. Do have a club. You got the ace. Oh, this is nice and easy. My partner can hang on to diamonds, hang on to clubs. And it makes no odds at all. So, only 39% from the make 4 hearts. 6 clubs minus 3 was a good sacrifice. Vulnerable, but not, they weren't doubled, you'll notice, but even 5 clubs doubled minus 2 would have been minus 500. So just because the robot didn't double, they got lucky. Everybody else plays in 4 hearts and gets that score. Right, on to the next board. So we've got 11 points here. So we're not going to game. This is a 4-4-4-1 hand, which would be horrible to bid in Acol with the Singleton Club, because if we open one of a suited partner bids 2 clubs, we're a bit stuffed. We can't rebid one no trumps, which show 15, 16, 15, 17. And if we rebid any other suit, we'll be showing 5 cards in our first suit. So this is a really difficult hand to bid in ACOL, but playing 5-card majors, strong no trump, we could just happily open a diamond, raise partner if they bid hearts, and if they bid 2 clubs, that would supposedly be game forcing, and now we could just rebid 1 no trump, which shows if you're playing strong no trump, rebidding 1 no trump shows a weak no trump, and that's a better description. But we can open this one diamond. 1 no trump from partner who doesn't therefore have a 4-card major. They may actually have diamonds with us, but they had a possibility of raising diamonds, so they almost certainly have clubs. We're not going on here. We know that we've only got at most 22 points and most likely only 20 or 21. So here we are. You can see 7. So they got 10 points. We've got our 21 points. Lots of club losers. Lots of heart losers, a club lose, 2 diamond losers. Well, we have to run this spade. See if it's from the queen. The robot doesn't like me in that. It does give us 3 spade tricks. Now they're coming clubs. Low. Ace goes up. Jack and 10. So they carry on with the clubs. We want to do, we need the 3 spades because they're all winners. We need the hearts just to protect against them running lots of heart tricks. So we've probably got to do a club right. We're expecting the Jack of 10 to appear. The 8s come. We don't know where the 7 is, but I don't think we can afford to wait around before grabbing this. We need to play the Jack of spades, just see if 10 will appear. No, so probably we're not going to. Now we're going to create an entry to our hand of diamonds. Could have just tried playing hearts and see if they help us. There's the Jack of clubs appeared, so the 9 of clubs is now good. Well, we've got to throw the 2 of hearts this time and hope they can't cash 4 hearts. Now I'm going to cash 3 of them, and then we'll have. Oh no, they're not going to cash 4. What are these? Well, that won't be good. 7% on the trump -2. So looks as though I shouldn't have played the diet. So passing out was the top result. Perhaps I should have thought more about that, given that well, because I had both majors, I thought it was safe to bid on, but I misplayed it. If we look, I think I have to lead a heart after I've won the club. I just have a quick look, double dummy. I export this so we can see it. What does Gibb think? Thinks I can make +1 whatever's led. So 3 of spades. So I can play it. Neck low, queen low, 7 low, ace, queen, 8, king, And playing the diamond is the only way to go down. Presumably I needed to duck the king in order to make the over trick. So I should just have played on hearts. Cashed my spade and played on hearts. Did actually cash my spade. But now. And the 7 of clubs had gone, so I could have set up a club. So playing diamonds was the disaster. Yes. Sorry, I should have thought a bit more and seen that playing hearts would have been the safe thing. Essentially, the play in one no trump is all about making a play that doesn't give away a trick. That's the bad thing to do. So very often, if they lead a suit, you play it back to them because it just gives them the tricks they've already got. You don't set anymore. So I played that one rather badly. So we've got a bit of catching up to do here. I've got a flat 16 count here with some 10s and jacks. A very nice one no trump. Playing strong no trump, but the robot doesn't cooperate. 4 card majors as well. Diamonds. So we do want to try and set up dummies diamonds, but at the moment there are no outside entries, so that we might create one in spades. So, as I say, one no trump, you very often play back the suits that they played. I'm worrying about here whether I should do something to set up diamonds first. Yeah, I think I'll go, because they don't know yet how, certainly West doesn't know how bad the spades are for them. So I'm going to lead the Queen of Diamonds. I've got to duck this because I'm not certain of having an entry. 4 of hearts. King of hearts. So the Queen's on my left. I'm going to try the Queen of Spades here, see if I can work out the ace and have an entry for the diamonds. Hearts coming back. It's the 10 for the jack. I do have an outside entry. Clubs. That forces the honor. So the Queen of Clubs should be in the west hand, so that should be a stop. 10 of diamonds. Nine of hearts. 5 of clubs goes away. And I got an extra entry to dummy, but I can't do anything about getting the jack of clubs. So all I can do is make 4 of the last 5 tricks, which I could claim. I tried claiming 5 of them, won't let me. Obviously, so I can claim 4 of the 5. 120, 85% for 120, and I could have played it better if I got 150. As you can see, somebody got 150 for 100%. So 85% for not playing well. Like that's the other people were just making one no trump. Right, 1 diamond from partner. And I've got 18 points. So we're looking for a slam here. We'll tell partner about our 4 hearts. Partner wants to say that they've got 6 diamonds and 17 to 20 points. All right, so we've got to force to keep going. The real worry here is that we're going to miss a grand slam. Partner's got 17, and as I said, we've got 18, so there's 35 points. I think we just have to go with old black. So there we go, 5 spades there, which means they have 2 or 5 key cards and the Queen of Diamonds. So the key cards are the 4 aces and the King of Diamonds. So we've got all the key cards and the Queen of Diamonds. So we reckon we're going to run 6 diamond tricks. Ace King of Clubs is 8. Ace King of Hearts is 10. Ace of Spades is 11. We know they've got 17 to 20 points. There's only 7 points in diamonds, 4 points in the Ace of Clubs, which is 11 points. So there's, although this is total points, there's another 6 points somewhere. So I'm going to ask about some other kings, which 5 no trumps does. Query kings. We have all the key cards. Just says we have all the key cards. Do you have any kings? And it's going to say they don't have any below diamonds. So we're not going to find anything here, I don't think. It just says no king below diamonds. We know that because we've got it. Let's see what it would think 6 hearts is. No, it doesn't think anything. So because this is pairs, we need to be in no trumps if we can. So we're going to bid 7 no trumps. We can't get any more information out of them. They're 10 clubs. Right, so this hand couldn't be much worse than it is. Only actually has 15 high card points. They've counted extra points for their doubletons. So we can make 6 diamonds, as we thought. 2 clubs is 8. 2 hearts is 10. 2 spades is 12. So are we going to be reduced to the heart finesse? Hopefully not, if we can keep count of who has what. So I'm going to have to run 6 diamond tricks. I'm going to keep hearts in my hand and a spade. So I have to keep, so I'm here immediately thinking that this is, I want to make the contract with a squeeze rather than risking finesse. So the one finesse I'm not going to risk is the Jack of Spades. So I'm going to rely on my 9 of spades for the 3rd round of spades. Jack of Hearts for the 3rd round of hearts. And they're both in my hand. So the 3rd round of clubs is going to have to be looked after by dummy there. So their 10 of clubs would be a menace on the 3rd round of clubs. So we can't afford, we could afford to play the ace, but we might as well actually get rid of one of their club guards by playing the 4, queen, so the jack. We know, so we think if the worst comes to the worst, we should have the Jack of Clubs should be in the west hand because the robot would have played the lower of touching on us. So east had the jack and the queen, they normally play the jack. So this is all quite interesting. I think the club finesse will be right. So we need to have an entry to my hand. I think we should play off as many cards as we can in the other suits and then run diamonds. We're going to throw 2 club. So we have to find 4 discards in this hand on the diamonds, which is going to be a bit of a struggle. Right, so we're assuming that the diamonds aren't 5-0 offside. Let's play 1 heart, not any more. Let's see about the spades. We're keeping that heart as the entry to my hand. See what happens with the Jack of Spades. The card appears there, so only the 10 can guard the spades now. Right. Okay, this all looks hunky-dory. We can now start playing the diamonds and watch what happens. This hand followed, so we're safe. The diamonds will all be good. Only if this hand hadn't followed, would they not all be good? Because if East hadn't followed, then we would have been able to finesse the 9. Right. Now, because we've got to keep a club for the finesse, which we think is going to work. Right, so this hand only had 2 diamonds and has thrown a heart. So this hand's got 3 diamonds. We're going to throw a club for now. We can certainly go. There's another spade. We can afford a heart. Another spade. So it's only the 10 of spades in which we're interested. Remember. I'm not sure who has it. We can afford 1 more club. Spades. Now they're going to find that they may find this difficult. So the 6 of hearts has appeared. So that could mean that the queen, they've had to unguard the queen to keep a spade or a club. We think the club is there, so we think the squeeze isn't actually operating. Let's throw the 9 of spades away, because when we play a heart, we're going to play a heart to the king next, and if the queen drops, then we don't need to worry about the club finesse. All right, so it looks as though the spade 10 of spades was in the east hand, because I think the west robot would have thrown the 10 of spades if it could. And there's the queen, pops up. So now we can just cash the jack of hearts. And the club finesse was right as our last resort. But you see what actually happened here. If we look, so we make our 2220, 96.4%, we expect it to be good. But if we just look at this hand and look at the point to which we got, the whole point was to keep we had to keep an entry to the south hand. So let's just play some tricks. There was the opening lead. We cashed a heart, but not 2, because that heart is the entry back to our hand. We played the spades just to. It would have been better for the robot not to play the queen, because we're never going to finesse it. But it did mean that always seemed it's very likely that the robot, that East had the 10 now. So having played the hearts and the spades, we can now play the diamonds. And I wanted to look at what the defenders have to keep. So this hand here has to keep the 10 of spades because I've got the 9 of spades. One needs to keep the hearts so I don't finesse and set up a little heart. This hand has to keep the clubs. Otherwise, the clubs are good. As it happens, I can finesse. But if the jack of clubs had been over here, this hand would have even more of a problem about which cards to keep. So the queen of diamonds is led. Can afford 1 heart. I've got a couple of clubs I could throw, but I can throw a heart as well. So they're desperately trying to hang on to this. Now they're going 9 of diamonds. They can't throw the 10 of spades. They can't throw a heart. So they have to throw a club. I'm going to throw another club. This hand's still desperately hanging on to the clubs. Gets rid of the 2 of spades. The last diamond comes. And what's this hand going to throw? Right, they throw the 6 of hearts because they're worried about giving away the club position in effect, although they've already done it really. 9 of spades, 10 of hearts. So they've thrown away the 5 of clubs. We'd have really been certain to finesse the 10. And you can see that if they had the jack of clubs in this hand, they really would have had a big problem. They couldn't. They would have had to unguard something, so it would have been a squeeze. So that was Quite interesting. And really not many other people bid 7 no trumps, but really you should have that in mind once they bid 3 diamonds opposite you. Right, on to the next one. We've got 17 count with a 5-card major. The robot opens 1 no trump. You see 1 no trump opener could have 5M, capital M, 5-card major. 1 no trump. 2 clubs is Stayman, so 2 spades, 4 or 5 spades. 3 clubs says they've got 5 clubs, 4 hearts, and less than 3 spades. So this is pretty clear. 14 plus total points, but we could play in the 4-3 heart fit, but because we're worried about diamonds really, but diamonds are going to have to get trumped in the long trump hand if we're playing in the 4-3 heart fit. So we better just go for 3N and hope for the best as far as diamonds go. Hope for Queen X or something. Not so good for diamonds. So but clubs are good. This looks like they may take 4 diamonds and the ace of spades. And if we played in 4 hearts, well, they could have taken the 3 diamonds, but they wouldn't have taken the ace of spades. We just have to hope that they can't untangle their enemies here. They're going to take 5 diamonds and the ace of spades by the looks of it. Well, I don't suppose we're alone in this result, but it won't be good. Playing the rest of the tricks. So 4 hearts was the only making game. 3 no trumps minus 2s. Yeah, we'll just decide to play in the 4-3 fit. Some people got out of 3 no trumps minus 1s. Not quite sure why they did that. Why do they get out? Well, we'll look at that another time. Right. So 16 points. Oh well, I know people are, but this just screams to be opened 1 no trump. We don't want them to get together in spades. Yeah. 2 clubs. No, I don't have a 4-card major. 3 no trumps. Right, let's see how we do with this one. I've picked that into the lead. They like leading short suits, but well, they probably haven't led away from the king. But playing the queen, we're going to finesse into. Perhaps I'm not going to finesse into that hand because we don't have an entry to dummy. Well, if we don't play the Queen of Hearts, we can say bye-bye to it. Well, I'm just going to hope either the Jack of Hearts is right or I can lose a trick to the West hand. I'm unblocking the spades whenever I get to dummy. And I'm going to play for West to have the Queen of Diamonds. Look, the King of Diamonds. Or East to have the Jack of Hearts. This doesn't look good. Oh, so I could have played low in the first part. And I've switched to diamonds. Sadly, that unfortunately I'm still blocked. So as I can see, I've got to lose the ace. Still got to lose the ace of clubs. Going to leave the 9 of diamonds and dummy. So diamonds are entry either way. I'm going to lead the queen of clubs. Yes, is there. And now heart comes, so 10 of clubs goes. 6 of clubs. Now they've made their 5 tricks on the right. Because the king of clubs is an entry to dummy, so by leaving there, I can choose which hand I want, in which hand I want to win the diamond, and I can get that. Throw that 7 of spades away, and lead a club to dummy, which is now good. But this will be another bad score. So, did everybody else play? Did they not get to game? People got to 3 no trumps, but presumably by some other route, and so didn't. Oh, I mean, as I say, in fact, I've got trick 1. I play low from dummy. Then I've got 2 heart tricks, second heart stop, and I can just lose a diamond trick and make the rest. So that's good. Well, let's see if we get a bit further above 50% with the last board, which is 5-5 in the majors. 14 points. And it's nice, easy, because we've got 5 spades and 4 hearts, so we can open 1 spade. We got raised to 2 spades. If we got some other bid, we could have bid 2 hearts. May only have 3 spades, only 7 to 10 points. We're missing a lot of aces, so we're probably not going to make game. So we'll just pass. I think the robot will pass it out. Yes. Right, and we'll see what they lead. Once again, they don't very often lead from the queen. Well, I may as well win with the 7. I'm going to cash the king, I hope. Now I can hopefully get rid of my diamond loser there. I also would like now I don't have an immediate entry to dummy. So I'm not getting rid of my diamond loser. I had to get rid of 2 heart losers. So I was going to need to trump in dummy. So I couldn't afford to play trumps. Robot would have gone wrong if I'd played the king of spades. Eight of diamonds. Reasonably high. Eight of clubs. Do we think this hand's roughing? It's the question, could this hand be roughing clubs? I've led from the doubleton. Because I could afford to rough this high, rough a heart, and try drawing trumps. I think not. I think I'm going to throw the 8 of hearts. And now I can draw trumps, queen, king, jack, and the queen of hearts as a winner. So claim +1, but 64%, but looks like I could have made +2. So not so good, really. It was avoiding these 3 no trump contracts was the answer, and the 1 no trump contract, although I could have played that much better. So the 7 no trumps was obviously a good contract. Just see if the results from other tables are available for this last board. It takes a few seconds for them to arrive. There they are. So 2 + 1 was popular. Somebody made +2, and I think I probably should have done. So after the, in fact, playing the jack of clubs should have made +2. Right. Okay. Well, sorry I didn't do better there, but you can see particularly on the Grand Slam hand, the crucial thing was not to commit yourself anywhere too early, but actually by just cashing the top cards in one suit and keeping honor X in the others and running the long suit, it became very difficult for the defenders actually to even between them to control all the suits, and that's the essence of a squeeze. So hopefully that was useful, and you will click a like for this and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.